Hi folks, it's Pinky Nightwalker here. Good morning. It's Friday and it's the 10th of April, and let's get right into the video. The video that you're going to see today is regarding what are my carry weapons and what are my go-to weapons if there was a real need to protect myself, my family, and so forth, and to survive. Well, I will just start off by saying a term of very simply perceived reliability. And with that, it's my perception of the most reliable guns that I've come across in my nearly 68 years of being alive. So with that said, what do I depend on? Very simply, here they are. This is my Smith Wesson model 637. I'll unload it for you. Those are 5 rounds of 38 special plus P, and the hollow points are what I normally use. These are 158 grains, and this is it. And you'd say, well, why this? It's only 5 rounds, and you know, you have other guns. You have the Glocks that you've seen in the other videos. You've seen Springfield Armory. You've seen Rugers. You've seen bigger Smith & Wessons of larger calibers. It's simply because this is the easiest for me to carry. It's in a lightweight gun, aluminum frame, steel barrel, steel cylinder, low maintenance as far as corrosion goes. It's, of course, double strike capability, being double action, okay? And this is it. Several years ago, I watched a video produced by someone else who spoke for nearly 45 minutes about all of the different potential carry guns and the do's and don'ts, pros and cons, had them all lined up on a big table with white fabric on it and so forth. And way out of camera range, or at the very end of it, was one of these. And this person was a proclaimed self-defense guru, marshal, expert, whatever you want to call it. And all through the video, you would think from listening to him, his emphasis seemed to be on larger capacity, 9mm and various other caliber semi-automatic weapons. In turn, this is what he carried. I had been carrying this before the video. This is something that I've always come to depend on, but it's not alone. Usually in almost any weather, I can carry this gun and feel comfortable with it. The curved lines actually break up the silhouette of the gun for concealed carry, especially if you live in a state where, you know, it's absolutely imperative that the gun does not print, meaning that you can't understand what you're seeing by the lump or something that's beneath your shirt or jacket. Otherwise, you know, you could face a penalty. And not to mention, you would make people sometimes uncomfortable in public. So let's just put this aside. And I say this is not the only gun that I perceive as having the best reliability. And anybody else can argue that point. That will not be the topic of the video, nor will I get into discussions on people who comment regarding that. You can make your own choices, and if you feel that this is not enough firepower in the sense of capacity, well, I think, you know, you need to study real life accounts of actual engagements between good people and bad people and find out what actually takes place. The average amount of rounds, distance, and time involved for a good person to successfully, or at least attempt to successfully, protect themselves. Okay, let's put this over here. The second, I only have to step out of the camera's range. This is my home protection weapon. It's a standard Colt AR15 style, 5.56, also 223. This is a loaded firearm. Let's take the magazine out. 30-round magazine. This is using full metal jacket ammunition right now. And let's move into opening the firearm up. And as you can see, the chamber on this weapon is empty. Doesn't eject anything. And we'll leave it empty for the moment. All right. I say again, perceivable. I'm going to point this down range, as I'll call it. Okay, even though there's nothing in it, put my finger in there for you. Hopefully it won't slam on there. And we'll even go as far as sticking an ink pen in here. Should make you more comfortable. Okay, this is what I perceive as the most reliable long gun that I would use to defend myself or my home should I need it. And I reluctantly say that simply because of the fact is we all know the penetrating power of 5.56 round ammunition, okay? It's been used in enough wars and stuff like that. It has a reputation of its own for doing the job, in spite of what other people sometimes think isn't enough. If you can get a couple of rounds of this on target, you should be in pretty good shape, okay? So these are the two weapons that I say fit what I do, where I live, my own particular situation. I'm experienced with both of the firearms in the sense that I've shot enough ammunition, full power ammunition, of course, through both of these, and they're well tested out. They don't miss a beat. So good enough for me. You may have something different. I know that some people may favor, say in the case of the handgun, a small semi-automatic. There's a lot of examples, anything from a car, PM9, to the Glock 42, Glock 43, and on, okay? And as far as long guns, there may be people who say, I prefer a Ruger Mini 14, or I prefer one of the AK style variants, and because of, say, the ballistics or something that they feel is up on this. For me, this is an easy caliber to shoot. It's an easy caliber to accurately shoot. Okay, and in the event that myself or my wife or say one of my children who are adults had to use it, they can. So firepower, if you have 30 rounds in a magazine and one in the chamber, hopefully that'll do the job if you ever have to do it, and hopefully that won't be so, okay? Well, anyway, Pinky says, these are my go-to guns. These are my weapons that I would use in the time of need. That's my carry gun, and I wish that you all have a safe time when you go out to the range or on your own property to do some target shooting, and I hope you enjoy that, and Pinky will talk to you soon. Bye.